Okay. Let's go.
How do you recognize the people you know? Your mom, your friends? You look at their face, their voice, the way they walk. These are called biometrics, or something people are. But if we can identify people by something they are, why do computers lack this ability? Why do computers have to rely on something you know, like a password, or something you have, like a phone or a token? It doesn't have to be this way. I'm Raul of TypingDNA, and we enable apps to recognize users based on the way they type on their keyboards. But why use typing biometrics when there are other biometrics available? First, because it's widely available and works with any keyboard, any hardware, any computer that has a browser. It works inside the browser with doesn't require any additional privileges. It's the single one biometric. It's a behavioral biometric, a single one biometric that can be used without additional privileges. Second is experts believe that it's the best way to recognize people by something they are. So compared to face or voice recognition, which are easier to hack and harder to ask the user to input. And third, because we see a very impressive early adoption, Pentagon, DARPA, big Northern European banks, Coursera, largest e-learning system, big corporations already using this technology or similar technologies. And finally, because it's possible, due to later advances in artificial intelligence, deep learning, and so forth, we were able to create proprietary AI based authentication algorithms that that allow easier matching for typing biometrics authentication. And basically, whatever app you have, you have three options, three types of secrets that you can use to authenticate people. It's something you know, something you have, and something you are. And passwords were around for over 20 years, right? And now we've seen more and more uses of tokens and phones, but these are not representing who you are. Someone can steal it, and can have your phone, and can break your security. And this is very important, especially for corporate world. So we think biometrics, and especially typing biometrics, are the future. The market sectors that are taking very seriously this problem are e-learning, e-banking, fintech, health, security, corporate, and of course governments. And the market size, biometrics update thinks that it will reach about 800 million in 2020 only in typing biometrics. We have a typing biometrics authentication API that can be integrated right now by anyone here, any developer can integrate it with any app as a second factor. And we're working on a continuous authentication app. It's really cool. It's first time someone is doing something like this powerful. It will run on Macs or PCs, and it will lock out any potential intruder that will use your device just by monitoring the way they type and the way they use input device, a mouse and trackpad. And this is really powerful for corporations. We've talked with a few of them, Microsoft, Deutsche Telekom, Cisco, VMware, experts from all over the world, banks, and so forth. And they are telling us that their number one problem is the enterprise, number one enterprise security problem is the employees don't care about security. And we think that we have the solution for this problem. We are a team of experts, advisors, and investors in fields from machine learning, cloud, and security, and fintech, and so forth. These are a few people behind the company. We just raised an investment from Jack Ventures last week, and a group of Romanian investors, and that's all. I'm Raul of TypingDNA, and we enable apps to recognize users based on the way they type. Thank you.
Great.